Africa. Great to have you on.
Natalie from South Africa. Good to see you.
So many South Africans
I
at
love
the
it.
conference. It was awesome.
Good to have the Safis representing. We love it.
Amazing. Well, we did have one thing to say. So we're tuning in from Hawaii. We've had a week break here, and we were just saying, New Zealand, you were literally like one whole day in front of us, 1 hour behind.
I could literally reach out and probably grab Chris's hands. We're that close. And yet you're a day ahead and 2 hours behind. It's crazy. So
It's been amazing.
Loving being in this part of the world. And I think anyone in the islands, even with the countries that aren't open yet, I would be starting to get this in there. So when it opens up, you have a massive business already thriving. So,
Amazing.
and New Zealand for Dream Team, we're going to finish strong this year. If you're from New Zealand and you're like, I'm going to finish like massively strong by the end of the year, put a 10 in the chat. And 2026 Dream Team with you, Vanessa and I, and Sue's there now. We're going to come and we're going to work with you to get market share for Dream Team in New Zealand. So
Awesome.
it's just massive opportunities. And then have a quick flight over to Hawaii, and it's massive opportunity here. So and all throughout the islands. So great excitement.
So we've got a I'm just going to show you what the plan is for this call, and just going to turn.
Just everyone put in the chat where you're from, so we just see where everyone's from. As you're all, there's a whole bunch of new people, and we're all getting to know each other and meet each other. A whole bunch of you coming to Level Up Retreat, which we're super excited about. I think we only have about 10 spots now because we've been chilling. I haven't looked at my numbers, but I think there's about 10 spots left. So if you're wanting to come, you really need to get on that ASAP. And then I'm going to have to do a waiting list just to see with everything. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Vanessa, what we're going to talk about conference with this and our experience, our first Lifewave conference. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about a few things that are exciting and to keep in the bigger picture of what we're doing with this business.
Yeah, so this is our agenda. We're going to conference recap and just go through a few other things. So for those of you, give us just a wave either in your video or put in your chat if you were able to watch the virtual conference, because I know there's not anyone on except Tessa, who's just joined us on tonight's call as well. And everyone else was watching virtually. So give us a wave if you were on it virtually. We're going to just talk a little bit about how impactful it was for us. This was our first Lifewave convention. And so we are really, really blown away. And we've had a few days to reflect on a lot that happened at conference. So let us just speak into that for a few minutes. Ray, is your hand up, or you're just saying, yay, I was watching? Yeah, you were on live. We saw you on live.
He gets the badge for being up, watching, I think, the whole thing, commenting during the conference. I mean, I didn't need to stay awake because it was that brilliant. But with especially the This Is It.
Wanda's saying he watched the whole thing too.
And the This Is It training, because it's like on steroids. But it definitely, he was like, he and Rhonda were right onto it. Well done.
You were amazing. All right, so we're going to just talk a little bit about conference for a few minutes. So, when we first came into this business, Tessa and Misha had just watched the virtual. They hadn't been there in person. We were already hearing their excitement about just what was happening with the bigger picture of Lifewave. As a leader, that was super crucial to us, just to hear excitement and hear energy and hear what you're staying up in the morning to watch what. Like, it was that kind of, just to watch a leader do that really helped validate, I think, for us, this bigger picture of what Lifewave was early days too. So going to this conference in person was very, very powerful for us. And the thing that we wanted to just share about is this business is a legacy business. Our biggest takeaway was
Absolutely.
actually being up close and personal in a room to David Schmidt, his vision, his heart for people, and his heart for brand partners, and his heart for the future of humanity.
Yeah, well, number one, the excellence. I've been to a lot of conferences and conventions. I've literally helped, produce and run conventions of 10,000, 20,000, and 50,000 myself. So that's the level that I have been a part of and led at. And I was super impressed with this one. The excellence of it, the just the people, the way they did things, the environment in Anaheim, where they had it was just fantastic. It was simple. It wasn't too hard. I hate hard. Anyone else, like I'm the guy that, like, if it's too inconvenient, I'll walk the other way. I like convenience. And they produced, and if they messed anything up, they fixed it quickly. So, number one, you're a part of a top level company. This is no backdoor, and I've seen them over the years in different spaces. This is a top tier company that we're a part of. The owner and inventor, the way he spoke, who they brought in, the president, which I've been impressed with since the day I met her, and I've met some of the some of the greatest leaders around the world, John Maxwell and others that I've spent time with. She is one of, not just as a woman, just like I wouldn't say as a man, as a leader. She is one of the most impressive leaders I've ever met. So I just want to remind you as well, for those that maybe give up too early, and I'm going to go there because we're coming towards the end of the year and we can all get a bit tired and we can get a bit fragile, and we can make decisions that are not smart for our future. Sometimes it's just go take a week off, like go and do things that you need. Like I needed a week off. This week in Hawaii for me has been one of the greatest things for my mentality, for my vision, for my heart, for us, just to sometimes you just need to take a moment off. We are in one of the greatest companies I think the world still doesn't know about yet. So the excellence is there, the future is there, and we're going to talk a bit more about that. The leadership is there, which is huge for me, because if you're a terrible leader, I struggle with that and I'll just take over. These guys have got great great leadership. And then you've got Steve and Gina under them, who are our leaders above in the overall scheme of things. Doing that one day was amazing what they put together. We this is the time to go. I'm in for 3+ years, and for us, we're in for 30 years. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to start something again. I don't want to start a freaking weight loss thing. I don't want to do this or a travel thing that's out there right now, which, can I just tell you, I'm not even going to go there. If you want to you want to fail fast, keep jumping. This thing has got a lifetime of possibility and opportunity. And so I've seen it now. If you've been around long enough with me to know and trust me of what I've seen and what I've done and what I do, this is one of those ones where you hunker down, you build, and you think for the long term, because this is going to change your life, but this company is going to change the world. So I am incredibly impressed on every level of the future of what this is. And then you've also got the documentary coming out, which we were incredibly impressed with. And he had Captain Kirk on an ad. Like, I'm like, hello, for anyone out there that has any background in that, even just to get him in his ad was pretty awesome. William, what's his name? From Captain Kirk from Star Trek. This thing's about to explode. Shatner, thank you.
I think the takeaway for me was the Lifewave conference was full of David Smith's idiosyncrasies. Like, he's just this genius, and he is fun, and he loves people. And so a lot of what is coming down the pipeline, even the fun things, the ad, those kind of things, like,
so cool.
They're not done by other companies like this. One thing I'm going to say here on this team meeting is we were talking to the producers of the movie, Mickey Willis's wife, and then the team. And so I was deeply impacted in watching the movie itself, mainly because it felt like a convergence of a lot of values that I hold dear around health and around wellness, around people, around longevity, around innovation, of course, around God and the faith we have in Jesus Christ for us. And so there was this convergence, and it was telling an origin story that the world is going to hear, and the trust level of David Schmidt in who he is actually going to increase so rapidly. But what they told us that people don't know, the film producer told us, is that he funded that himself. So that didn't come out of Lifewave's money. That came out of just his devotion.
Which it could have, and he'd have
It could
every
have
right to.
easily come out of Lifewave. But from what I understood, he decided to invest in that because he wanted to invest in something that was going to explode Lifewave in a way that brand partners alone couldn't do. And so putting this story together, and even the way he wanted it shaped and the feedback he was giving to it, every single time apparently he was having these conversations, he was having them around how will this help our people tell the story of what we have our hands on, not tell the story of David Schmidt, tell the story of the technology. And so these kind of moments that we had at conference were just like just more and more integrity that just kept building and building and building for us.
Just built trust, belief. I mean, in general, you meet good and great people. This is an incredible human being.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just a business guy and a random scientist that came together and threw something, slapped it together, and threw it into the marketplace, which a lot of us have seen over the years. This is one of those once in a lifetimers, and I've met one or two of them in my life, and he's another one. And so for me, walking away from it, when it comes to what you invest, we all invest in different things. You invest for an outcome, for to produce something. In being a part of this company, this is an investment, as well, being attached to something that I think is going to have its place in shaping the world moving forwards.
Yeah.
So again, this is a tech company, and I want you to write that down if you need to. This is not a patching company. This is a tech company. This is a wellness technology company. That's what we're a part of, and that's what the
More than
world's
wellness.
and beyond that of what this is doing. And so again, we focus on what's producing, which is the X39. And can I say, out of everything, we love a whole bunch of stuff. You can geek out on all the other patches and even the Celogize, and we love all that stuff. But the X39, that's the one that's changing the world. And so, and whatever comes beyond that will either be a support to that. So like just the water that's coming, which could take 5 years to come to Australia. So I just want to say, as the Dream Team leader, if you listen to us, please don't waste your time with that. If you have people in America, talk to them individually, but you're going to have, pancake or egg on your face when it could take years to come in. And also it's created as a support with X39. It's amazing. It's going to do fantastic. We all will get it when we can at some stage. But the great thing about this is he is creating things that are like bricks. So it's not like, ooh, squirrel, another thing over here, or ooh, another thing over there. No, these are bricks that are building a foundation and a fortress for something incredible for the future.
Yeah. And every time he spoke about anything else, it was for the brand partners. Even the water, he's about the brand partners
Yes.
getting that water. Even the light technology for your homes, it's about the brand partners. And that was the big key. No one else outside of Lifewave needs to hear these things yet. This is what people begin to learn about once they're in the Lifewave story and they're on the Lifewave journey. With the release coming out of the movie, that's going to potentially distract again because it's about water and it's about this. But what you're going to use that movie for is you're going to use it to say, there's a documentary coming out on our company. Keep calling it a company. This is a company I brand partner with. I want you, when you hear the documentary, to remember me. When you hear the word Lifewave, when you hear the word David Schmidt, remember me. If they're saying no right now, remember I told you first, right? So it's this kind of language. Just keep using it for your benefit, because the whole conference was about what's coming down the pipeline for the brand partners' benefit. So I just would love to hear, just so it's not us just talking, Ray, what was your biggest takeaway from watching conference?
I guess the excitement of seeing you two get recognised for the hard work that you've done, but also to show that what you've done is the right way to follow. And it's obviously the process and system that you guys have taken on board that really we've got to do that, because that edifies what you're doing and it works. So, the excitement was huge. I could almost cry when I was watching you guys cross stage.
Thank you. That's number one, super kind, and thank you, because I love, what you embody, especially from the day I met you, is like one wins, we all win. And I love that about our culture and our community, and we felt that. Honestly, I'm used to stages, but I haven't been on a stage for a good year or so. And so we weren't, Vanessa can tell the story, but we actually felt a bit loserish because we were told to sit down and go to these seats because we were you let you tell the story.
So we're going to talk about recognition, and thank you, Ray, for bringing it up. It was
super.
actually on our list of things. Coming into this business, we've never been in direct selling before. And two people have challenged us about recognition. And the first one is Ray. He actually has really challenged us as leaders, and we're always open to learning in this industry. And because he kept on saying recognition matters to a lot of people. Then we heard it from Anthony, our new Australian and New Zealand business development manager, and he kept on saying so many people in life aren't recognized. And when this company is reinvesting and pivoting on where their recognition is, and how they reward, it really made us understand. See, we've come from really, really strong celebratory cultures where you do affirm people and you do honor up and you do honor around. But a lot of people haven't come from those environments if they haven't been in healthy church cultures or corporate cultures, and they may not have that at home. And so we've really been listening to that. So quick story we wanted to share online is with you as a team. So background is we thought we were on to be recognized as senior presidential directors in the afternoon. And we had to go and get our awards earlier, and you weren't going to bring them on stage. P.S. They are like, how heavy are those?
They are so massive. I mean, we got both our awards, the presidential and the senior presidential here. The presidential one cost like six kilos. It was going to cost me $700 to send home. So Ray,
for the people that we
so Ray, you need to put your fingers in your ears, but I threw it in the bin. So, but I did bring my senior presidential director one home, because that's what matters. And again, I'm learning, because it doesn't matter so much for me, but I know it, I'm understanding this. Yeah. So that one was the other one. And then the one we won, they said, do you want us to ship it home? I'm like, yep. Because that was even heavier. So we'll have that hopefully at Level Up Retreat.
And we did give feedback on behalf of others that were asking, and we said, please, in the future, like, you can't expect these things to go in people's bags.
Because our bag's already overweight, costing me a fortune.
Anyway, so the story is we were meant to get that after lunch. So we were just going to wear something kind of like conference casual during the day, go home, get changed, and then we knew we were going on stage in the afternoon. So we get this phone call at 8:15 from Anthony, our Australian New Zealand guy, and he says, we need you there early. And we're like, oh, are the awards changing? He goes, well, you're going on stage, so you need to be there a bit early. So we like rush to get changed, run back to our room,
Didn't get my coffee. It's very sad.
Didn't get his coffee. And so we get there, and he introduces us to the European guy, and the European guy just says in you know, like his English is okay, but he's like, just sit over there
He's French.
for a special place, you know, or whatever. And so it's a special surprise. So then I'd meanwhile text some of the team, some of you that was going to be watching, because again, awards aren't about us. We're like, oh, what's this? We have no idea what it was, but we wanted others to feel like they were watching or with us.
It's team.
Well,
we win, the team wins.
So we're like, let's see who's awake, and I'll just post that we don't know what we're getting. Anyway, so all these awards start happening, and it was one we got last year, and it was like most sponsored or most help most people rank, or so they all came and went. And so then I'm sitting in that thinking, maybe they've just got us here for the SPD award for later. So
now hang on for a sec. So we're feeling like absolute losers, because I'm like, as people thinking we're going to get an award, we're sitting
I delete the message to the whole WhatsApp team. I delete it. I'm like, maybe it's not happening. Undo, rewind. And so then one more award comes out. And as they're describing the award, I'm like, this is amazing. Like, what a combination award. Still not thinking it was us. So they bring up the Asian lady, and then they call our name. And to Ray's point, it was pretty impacting, and we have not been about recognition in this. It just hasn't felt like it was important. And to get an award that was 4 or 5 categories and was to do with you and to do with the team and to do with culture and to do with connections,
which we value so much,
and to helping people rank and helping the most people get on their incentive trip. And so standing up there, we were shaking, we were emotional. You know, even just meeting David Schmidt, and we just said, thank you. This is an honor to be like here and rewarded. And Meredith, just because she's watched our journey and she knows of you and what's happening. And so it was an honor to receive that award on behalf of the momentum of what is happening in our entire team. And so
but we want to say this is dream team.
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty much, from what I know, the fastest growing team in Australia, in the fastest growing team, you know, in This Is It team. And we want you to use this when you talk to people, especially the right people, to go, hey, I'm in the fastest growing team in ANZ, and we're in the fastest growing team in the world. Like, for me, if you met me and said that, all of a sudden you have me interested. So this is what we love. It's not just about winning for winning's sake. We want to keep giving our team more and more opportunity to be able to share with the right people that, I mean, who wants to be on a losing team? I'm sorry, but I just, you know, I don't want to be on the losing football team. I mean, unfortunately, Australia, let's not even go there, but because we've got too many Kiwis in the room. But it's this is part of what we're a part of. So that's what we loved about that. And then they did, and then Adriana, who runs Asia.
From Asia.
Are you going to tell it? Or?
No.
So she came to me and she goes, Andrew, we're so glad you're not in the APAC anymore. And I said, why? Because we're part of the Europe and South Africa. She goes, because you would have won every award, and I need at least one Asian on that stage. So she goes, I am so glad that you're not in Asia anymore. And she goes, and the people that won know that, and they're so glad that you're not there anymore, that we're not there anymore. So all I'm saying is you're a part of a winning team where all ships rise together as the tide rises. That's why, even on a bad day, a good day,
laughing.
and everything
Annie,
else,
you're going to be up there representing all of Asia.
Yeah, but Annie's Aussie. She's ANZ with us.
She's coming to numbers.
Exactly. So all I'm saying is that this is what you're a part of. We have momentum. There's so much more we can be a part of.
So next revelation for us is we are so proud to be the dream team.
Yes.
We loved what was happening in...
Tash said, well done, dream team. So well done, dream team.
We want this to
ANZ,
be like...
and globally. We have people in Canada, we have South Africa, we have people all around the world as part of this team.
So what we wanted to ask you to do right now is we loved, and the Sunday in the This Is It teaching was unbelievable. And when we first came into Lifewave, I spent the first week or two looking at Andrew and going, this really could be it. But here's what I want to say. This could be it. This is it. as a
Absolutely.
company. Like Lifewave is it. Just say to yourself, like, there is no other company. There is no other direct selling company. Lifewave is it. There's nothing like it on the planet. And for people
I love it, Annie.
for people that are in direct selling as professionals, which we're not, and not a lot of our team is, which we love that it's the everyday people doing extraordinary
But
things.
we're becoming professionals.
But we are becoming professionals, and we are now, many of you are starting to attract professionals into your team because there is momentum around this. But this is one thing that we all do, all of you. You have dreams.
That's right.
And we are so proud
Come
to
on.
be called the Dream Team because there are dreams in you. And today, we don't want to drill deep into a compensation plan with you. There is resources for that. And we're not belittling it. We're going to talk about it in a minute because we belittled it before we went to the conference because we didn't know enough about it. And we do apologize for that because we said you don't need to know it. You do. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But bigger picture than a compensation plan. We want you to start dreaming like you've never dreamt before, because what this industry is, and therefore this company is it is a dream seeder.
It is.
And we really want to speak that over you. This year, October, November, every single year for 25 years is the month that we always feel an impression, a word from God, whatever you want to call it, over the year coming ahead. And we're going to ask you to do the same. Do not wait till December. Do not wait till January to do a dream board or a vision board. Do it in this end of the year because you actually want to cross that threshold already believing the things you haven't believed before.
Absolutely.
So we just want to speak into this business as a dream seeder business for you.
Yeah, we want everyone to understand. Now, some people, this will be their thing, and we love that. If this is your thing, this is your one thing, go for it. For us, this is going to always be one of. And that's what I loved about meeting so many people on This Is It team, had other businesses, had ministries, had so many other things that they were doing. And what this is number one, we believe in it. And I've just shared about how impressed I am coming back from the conference. We believe in it. We're in it long term. And if I can be all transparent, I never want to do direct selling again. Like this is I want to go all the way with this baby. Like, I don't want to be the guy I've been to Amway and I've been this and I've been that. Although I can say for those of you that know, and good if that's to me a background. I'm just saying for me at 50, I don't want to have that in the next 20 years of my life. And can I say Amway has created some of the greatest millionaires and some of the greatest leaders in the planet. So I'm not putting that down, and they're still here and they're still, vying for number one. So can't put down something that works in that respect. But I have a Lifewave crush. Can I get transparent? Is this okay, Vanessa, if I get honest?
Yes.
I have a Lifewave crush. Now, Vanessa and I had superstar, Hollywood crushes when we first met. Hers was Brad Pitt because I reminded her of him. Mine was Angelina Jolie. All right. So my Lifewave crush is Penny, the rancher, right? So I'm a little bit obsessed with her. I'm going to be straight up. I'm a bit obsessed with her. So I love her story. I love what she's achieved. I think no one has an excuse when you hear her story and what she's done. She's the kindest person. Well, I met her and I got to have a hug. But when you probably hug someone a little bit too long, where she's like, okay, are we done now? But I have photos. You will be seeing them at Level Up. I have photos with her. And when I hear anyone if you don't know who Penny is, you haven't done the trainings. And honestly, I don't say shame on you often, but naughty, shame on you. Go do the trainings if you don't know who I'm talking about. She's awesome. We got time with her. We filmed.
Now I'm going to interrupt. And then we were somewhere. We were on the phone to someone. And all of a sudden, Andrew's like, oh my gosh, she liked my post. And I'm like, who liked your post? And he's like a girl, like a giddy little girl. He's like, Penny just liked my my comment I made on her post.
We're
I'm
friends
like,
now on
"You're
Facebook.
obsessed. You're obsessed with Betty."
But you know what I'm obsessed with? I always get obsessed with people who come from adversity and kill it in life. And to me, direct selling is the greatest opportunity for a comeback story that you'll ever have. But the whiners, the whingers, the victim mentality people that go, it doesn't work here, when someone next door is killing it and they're just not going to admit that they're the problem and they need to learn more and to be coachable. Because I find the people aren't working with this aren't coachable. They think they know everything.
Stop saying Australia and New Zealand doesn't do this. Look at what's happening with our team.
Exactly.
Look at the
We're
awards
winning.
our team is winning.
Hello.
Australia and New Zealand love this industry. But you know why? Because they are the strongest, most resilient people that we could ever encounter in our life.
Always remember, when the British went to war, they threw the Australians and the Kiwis out first. Well, they sat there and drank tea. A lot of you know your history. And that's why we're some of the toughest mother truckers you'll ever meet. That's why we do well in this industry. So, so what I'm saying is, I love people like that who have come from adversity and are killing it. And so, so it was so cool to meet her. Okay, we're rambling.
No,
Dream seeders.
so this is your dream. So we want you in the next few months to focus more on your dream than you do on a compensation plan. If you try and drill down, now here's what I want to say to you, and if I can smile and say this last week, we took the week off. This last week, there was some confusions around, like, if you bring people on now, and then will you actually get the breakthrough bonus? And now we know the news that we didn't know. What we didn't know is that as of this Monday, starting now, that as you bring people on, whatever you wake up tomorrow morning with, that is the rank that then you'll go for the next breakthrough bonus. Now, here's the key. Your dream is bigger than whether you just lost out on $500 from a breakthrough bonus. Your dream, like, the dreamer has to be bigger than that. You are so much bigger than that. And so we need to
or even the 5,000. Yes, it would be great, but no one's hit where we have, and that's the 50,000 which we're going for. So we've all got the 50. If you miss the 500 or the 5,000, you got the 50,000 to get ahead with. So, like, it's going to be bigger. You're going to be earning that in a week or a month at some stage if you're seeing this for the long term. So don't get caught up in the little small. We've got to think big. Can everyone write big in the chat? Like, if you believe it, in capital letters, big. We got to think big. We have to dream big, think big, live big.
So you have to give your next rank breakthrough, you need to give that money a mission. Give it a job now. The money you want to earn in this next, so basically as of tomorrow morning, your next rank, your upline can help you work that out. You can watch the videos on it first before you get your upline to help you. Whatever your next breakthrough bonus is, give that money a job in your mind already. And set it aside, because if you can do that now and you can start to teach the dreamer to awaken, then you're going to keep dreaming bigger dreams. We're already saying to ourselves, what will we do with that $50,000 breakthrough bonus? Where will it go? What will it do? But we're saying it around the incentive trip. We're saying it around these things. We're giving our dreams a job. And we want to really encourage you. This last 2 years, we've chosen to give a lot of our focus to Lifewave, but we have other dreams. We have dreams, we don't have dreams just to rank in Lifewave. We have dreams for our life. And we are starting our life again a few years ago. And you will see us in the next few weeks release some of our dreams. And it's needed Lifewave's seed money and seed time to release those dreams into the planet. And it's the same with you. And so we just want to really encourage you, friends, as we move into this new evolved way that Lifewave works, is awaken the dreamer within at another level and talk about your dreams. This community that we are leading is so much more about the dreams than it
Definitely.
is just about the company or the product or the compensation. This is about getting around other people that give you permission how to dream. Because I'll tell you what, outside of environments like this, you are not going to have your dreams championed. Who knows that? Who knows that some of the dreams that you try and speak out loud are not getting celebrated anywhere else? So we need to be people talking about our dreams.
Yeah.
And you can stack those dreams, you can grow those dreams, but make sure they're bigger than your current reality right now.
And you dream and lead the way. If you're going to be a leader, then I encourage you and suggest to you to start dreaming bigger, to start putting like those ridiculous, embarrassing, almost like if you said it in front of family members, because let's be honest, sometimes, well, depending on what environment you came from, but sometimes they're the ones that we feel the most embarrassed about because they know us the most, is what are some of those dreams that if you said it out, it'd be like, oh, I feel embarrassed even saying it. Get those on paper. The big, hairy, audacious dreams, as they've been called, writing them down. But then the next level as a leader is then asking people, what's your dream?
Yeah.
And sitting down with someone, and we're about to do this with all our front level team, is to start asking them, and we'll go below if they don't have a leader above them, to start going, what's your dream? What is it that you want to accomplish? What can I carry with you to believe with you? So in the tough times when that person said no and that family member called you a so-and-so or whatever, and some of it can hurt, it's like, hang on, but I got a bigger dream than what my brother thinks. I got a bigger dream than what my boss at work thinks. I got a bigger dream. Like this is, what would that be? So you start carrying it for others as well, because as you then start repeating and echoing that back to them, because I'm only 50. Well, I sat with one of my key mentors over the last 30 years of my life today in Hawaii that I didn't even know I was going to be here at 88. He's still doing what he loves and strong. And it's because he has a vision. And I find so many people at a certain level, especially retirement can kill you if you don't have a greater vision, a greater dream. And so finding out what that dream is. And then what I would say around this is with Lifewave for us, what we're about to launch has been years in the making, but we focused on Lifewave to get to a certain point where we had the margin to be able to focus and do that.
Yeah.
And so for some, I can be a squirrel brain. To be honest, the patches has really helped me with that. And that's been one of the breakthroughs for me. But some of us have squirrel brain, HDA, ADHD, and all of that. My suggestion would always be don't start something else until you have a strong platform in what you're already doing. And so Vanessa and I, we're only just getting started, but this creates opportunity. And the other things we're launching will be an overflow into what we do with Lifewave, is always working on getting things to a certain level before you look to the next. So have greater dreams. This is a seed dreamer for so many other opportunities, but let it, like, give it time to stack out. But write those dreams down. Yeah. Write them down.
Right now in the chat, put one dream, just write something in there. And
can I ask if we have a culture of trust here? I think we've built that. Would you all say, give me a nod? I'd love you, if you feel comfortable, to write one of the scary ones down.
Yeah.
Because honestly, these people here, like, I've vetted them. They don't stick around with me if they're not our type of people. Trust me, they run pretty quick. These people, they're cheering you on.
Love it.
They're cheering you on. They don't look at it and go, oh, what does Ray think he is?
Amazing.
You know, who does Sue think? No. They're like, oh, flipping heck, that inspires me. That's brilliant.
Love it.
They want to write it down, friend. Don't say something small. Okay, I'm going to be like Teacher Andrew for a second. Principal Andrew, don't put something small. Put something that scares you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? And don't be generic, Lisa. Write something that has substance. I appreciate that, but that's level 1. You got to get to level 10. What is it? What's your dream? Because that's an action. What is it that you can visualize that you want to do? It might be give $1 million to the housing for women from domestic violence in your church. That's something substantial. Okay. Writing something like, what's your dream?
Love it. It's so inspiring. Keep writing it down. We are to honor the time that we have with you. We now want to move into the compensation plan, but let me say this. This compensation plan, we are not going into the details of today. We want to speak to you about the compensation plan as a product. We got to have some pretty great conversations with Meredith, and also she was saying it a lot if you caught what she was saying. The new evolved compensation plan in and of itself is unbelievable as a business. And here's our revelation on this, that we, again, not understanding direct selling and not understanding the industry, and now understanding what has happened with this compensation plan. First of all, we can now put action steps to the goals that you have financially that are going to be part of your stepping stone towards your dreams. So your dreams, you need to give that money a dream, that money a job. But now we get to give you tools to get to that money, to get to that dream. And so this is now a clear pathway. It's not, are you on the left? Are you on the right? Do you have someone giving you, flow down of volume? Don't you? It's none of that. It's not, where are you in the structure? No, you just get to go to work now and actually achieve. But our biggest revelation about this compensation, because he's distracted reading all your...
No, don't, because I actually want to read them. I want to give space. You don't have to, but hey, honestly, I'm getting a little bit emotional hearing someone like Angie's taking her mum back to Serbia, people wanting homes, free, so I hope you're scrolling through and carrying, because we're a team and we are like a family. If you want it to be, like, carry other people's dreams with you to let it inspire, but also let you realize, hey, you are allowed to dream big. You were actually created to dream big. And so I do just want to, you can keep talking. I just want to look at this to go, okay, this is what my team's carrying. This is the dreams that our team wants to achieve. So I want to know this stuff. And so, and to be inspired by it, to hear some of the pain through it of the things that you can't do. Because my question would be, if this doesn't happen, what does that mean to you? And to me, that's part of my drive. I have big dreams like many here, and there's pain to it. And so if I switch off, if I don't go that extra, then I'm not able to achieve it. And that's more painful. In my coaching, I've always said, always have a vision that's greater than your current pain. If you have a vision that's greater than your current pain, you'll rise to that vision. And that's why vision is more important than anything in that respect, because you'll rise to it.
It's amazing.
Vision or dream. All right. Sorry, you were saying.
No, the compensation plan, your revelation that you can't, you only get paid one way in most traditional businesses.
Great. So I was trying to think what my revelation was for a second then as you said that, is what I love about this. And here's one of the things that you could say is, hey, when you meet someone and you're having a chat, how many ways do you get paid? 99.9% they'll say one. Most people will say they'll get paid one way, right? So, and whereas with this company, you get paid 9 ways. Plus, and you, honestly, you will need to go and do your own work on that. What I'll still say to you is this, is just keep onboarding people, putting them left, putting them right, putting them left, putting them right. That's how we do it. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right. Get your first 40, 20 aside, and then go get your next 20 and 20 and start putting, and help them. And while you're putting people aside, you're helping them to do the same thing. Like, keep it really simple, but you're going to be paid 9 ways. And then you're going to have travel incentives. Everyone I meet wants to travel. So we'll be in either Europe or Hawaii. I'm just looking to see if there's an option. So of what people would prefer, whatever it is, Europe's going to be amazing. And trust me, I'm going to be at Europe for sure, and hopefully at both. So you get travel incentives, and then also you get gifts now. Oh no, you get the rank up promotions, of the 500, the 5,000. If you become a 2-star executive director, they fly you into, where are they? Utah, and have a big party with you and everything. 3rd-star director, they fly in or something and do something big. And then 50,000 at presidential. And then you get a Rolex, I think, at presidential. You get all these gifts, you get Tiffany stuff, you get all of these things for each, even at the even I think at the other ranks. You could go back and have a look. There's all these fun stuff. So like basically work hard, you're going to get a whole bunch of cool stuff, and you're going to build your legacy. So this compensation, even if it's gone backwards a bit, the whole goal is that as you get everybody else going, you're going to make more money as they make more money. All of a sudden, if they're making money, you're making more money. We are so excited about this compensation plan. And for those that are, not, just start and give up people that are going to have the long distance with this are going to be in such an incredible position. Great. I would say 10 times greater than what the last one was. Yeah. So, and there's cool stuff along the way.
So tap into those things is what we're saying. If it's recognition that matters, then you're going to get to know your people and figure out what recognition matters, how we're going to celebrate as a dream team. And it's going to continue to be on Facebook. And we still encourage it on the big This Is It Facebook.
And we're looking to doing some tweaks on that, which will be coming soon.
And then the trips. They are so crucial for people that could not right now be thinking or dreaming about a trip to Europe or a trip overseas. Like these are the kind of things that you can get on the phone and talk to people about when you find out what matters to them. The gifts, it will matter to some people as well. And so what we're saying is you use the compensation plan as a tool. It's another way to awaken a dreamer within a person who can be in a business and out earn their boss or out earn the person that brought them in. Like a lot of people are so limited right now. And so the approach to this compensation plan, even a little bit of the chaos of last week, is don't limit, don't get scarce. Don't say last week, what did I miss out on? Now there is a growth edge to your thinking around abundance.
Yes.
And this is where you're going to have to learn. And this is our final takeaway we want to talk about today is this business is actually the gift to grow you.
Yes.
This is the greatest invitation to personal transformation that exists on the planet.
So true.
Because every rank, every next step, every phone call is a breakthrough moment for you. We can say we're serving other people. We can say this is about others and getting the world healed. And yes, it's all those things.
Yes.
But the greatest gift in this business is what it's doing within you. Everyone write in the comments, within me, within me. Because you're choosing to be in a direct selling business where literally your advancement is in direct proportion to your willingness to grow, that is what you will look back on in the next few years and say, I am different because I've been in this business. Therefore, my relationships are different. Therefore, my dreaming is different because of this business. And so we just want to stay big picture with you today. We've got one more thing to just say around how to use the business launch. But we really want all of you to come up out of the last week that people have had and just go, we are ready to dream again.
And see it as a reset. Almost press the reset button and go, okay, that's like level 1 done. Yeah. I'm not a gamer, but level 1, like a game. Level 1 done. We're in level 2 now. And so, and can I just remind you as well, what you value, the people you're serving in your team, they will value different things. So like for us, when we learn other people value recognition and awards, then we now love recognition and awards. Because if they love that, we love that. So you might be like, oh, I'm not about the money or I'm not about this. You might not be, but
don't put it down.
But the person under you may not be able to pay rent and could be on the street with their 3 kids tonight. So as a leader, can you start valuing that? because they value that. Do
Yeah.
you hear what I'm saying? So always value what the people you're serving are valuing so you can serve them well.
And we
with
don't
all of
care if
this.
you do or don't want to go to Budapest. Someone would once in a lifetime get to go to Budapest.
Exactly.
So be a leader and don't put it down, or don't, like, just continue to think bigger, and that you've got people listening and watching you even in what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so
Leaders lead.
leaders lead
So-
themselves first.
Exactly. So a lot with all of this. Compensation plan, again, one of the greatest opportunities that we have, this company, the greatest opportunity that we have to be a part of this and to see this move forward. Again, the more you work with others, the more you fulfill their dreams, the more your dreams would be fulfilled. And this is a culture of all tides rise.
Yeah.
So as we do this together, and so just encourage you that, and with the incentive trips and all of these things, that we have these as tools to help people to rise up. And what Vanessa was talking about with the personal development that we have with this industry, a lot of us are around our age and older that I can see is, I watch people who stop growing and they could be 40 and become boring.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the, every time you talk to them, they've got the same stories, the same thing, they're doing the same, because they don't have any growth in their life. And so I am so grateful I'm a part of this for the growth in our life, to constantly challenge us, to keep looking at our chicken lists in life, to think bigger and dream bigger. And so I want to encourage you to keep leaning in. If you're going to, if you could just write leaning in, if you're someone who's going to go, even a bit scared, even a bit fearful, even a bit like, this is big for me. If you're like, but I'm going to lean in, just write lean in the chat, because those confessions and those decisions is what helps you when you make that decision to go, okay, to make that call, to see that person, to take that breath before you do that thing. This is the commitment that's going to help you to go, no, I'm going to grow. We want to keep growing. And that's what this is a part of. Love it, guys. Love it.
So we're going to press stop on this in a second. Last takeaway for us was the Sunday This Is It training. Again, unbelievable to feel centered and grounded, and Lifewave is it. Lifewave is our home in terms of the direct selling space. This is it. Those people, we will continue to say, if you do not expose yourselves to their mindset, their trainings, their dreaming, like their vision, then you will be missing out on the most successful part of this business. And so continue to just lean into that as well. We have definitely come home more clarified though about what Dream Team will do to complement that, and we'll be rolling that out in the next few weeks. And we were so proud to represent Dream Team even in the This Is It team. Met with Steve over with Tessa and a few others, and we're like, Dream Team's all in with you, but we are a team in and of ourselves as well. And so we're going to continue to keep identifying ourselves as that. But I'm going to press stop on this. And then if people have 5 more minutes, we do want to talk about how we are doing the relaunch or the business launch strategy. So I'll just press stop.